Jeff, this is your March 21st, 2023 lesson. We did some work on the range first and talked about ball flight dynamics, and I think you have a pretty good handle on what the ball's telling you is actually happening in your swing. On the range, we ended up with kind of old programming swing where you drag it back inside and dump your hands over the top on the downswing, and then that sets up the death move of coming in way too steep, and then we have to lift and flip and try to save it with our hands. And when you save it with your hands, you can hit it with anybody, but the trouble is you can only do that like one time out of 7 or 8, something like that, and we need to get 8 or 9 times out of 10. So we want to find the simplest movement that gives you the best chance of being consistently hitting the ball solidly. So let me put this on pause. Okay, so here's the move, and this is after we talked about it and we put the second ball behind the club, trying to get you to carry the that second ball straight back and all. So let me put one more line in here. So this is what the swing looks like early on when we're at the range and all. See how at this point the hands have gone away from your body, and so it started this red arrow, the butt of the club, and now the butt of the club is 4 inches inside, so you're throwing the arms away from the body, and then you see this little gap here, that you're creating this separation, you're losing connection. So then once you get it out here, what happens is, see how you're manipulating the hands? You're actually rotating your left wrist over the right, and you get this thing sideways with respect to the swing plane. See, it's like, I don't know, 70 degrees out. Then, good athlete, you put it back on plane. Now, because of the momentum, see we talked about that club head swinging behind you, and you got momentum. So then when you come get in here, now you go, but I want my hands higher, and then there's a lift, and then this dump over. See how you're dumping it over? So the butt of the club started at this vertical green line, and it's way out over it, and then when you get here, you know, we want, here's the shaft, and what we want is it on that forearm, right? That's the guidepost. Okay, that's where it should be. Now you got a picture with Adam Scott with that same look, where, you know, from this angle, at this point in the swing, the delivery position, we want that shaft right on the forearm, and then when we take it away, we want the head of the shaft, the head of the club, sorry, right in here. It's kind of coming out of the monitor. Okay, so, you know, that's where it is. That's where it should be, and this is where it is. Okay. So let me give you a picture of that. Okay. So that's sinking the ship. where you have that club so far inside, because like we say, you got the momentum of dumping it across and down like this. Okay, so that's the swing that you started with. Then what we did is some drills, and we discussed the thing, and then we ended up getting a staged back position. So what we did was, this is the one on the left. So we took the club and positioned it where it should be shortly after transition. See how that's on plane? Let me draw some. So the one on the left, look at this. It's beautiful. But it's staged. Now we did it a couple times staged, and then you had old programming that took it from here and just flipped like this. But a particular one here, which is your new model, is we kind of kick-started your mindset and really focused on that right elbow leading into the hit. And look at this. This is golden. This is really good. This shows you can do it. Okay, so this is at the top, and then you're waiting for me to say hit, and then watch your hands. This is old programming. See this move? It's old programming. You go, then you catch yourself and go, no, don't want that. Then you shallow it out. See this? This shallowing move is what you need. Okay. Whoops, wrong direction. That's shallowing knee. Then as you come down, you shallow it more. See how that angle is going to get, the angle between the yellow line and the shaft gets bigger, and then you end up right here where you belong. Okay. Look at that. That's really good, as opposed to, so this is the new delivery position model of yours. Let's see, the one on the right is how we started, and the one on the left is how we manufactured it. Okay, so I'll give you a picture of that. So the whole deal, the whole sinking of the ship starts with a takeaway. Okay, and to be perfectly honest, if we keep it going like this, where it's drastically inside, let me put this on pause. Okay, your mission is on takeaway. See how Scott's club head is coming out of the monitor, the shaft is parallel to his toe line and very close to over this toe line, and you got this, what is a cyan circle there. Here's we're circling or trying to circle the club head here, so it's way inside at this point, should be overlapping your hands just like his, so you get a picture of that. To be really honest, we can't do much with the swing until you get this takeaway position down cold. Okay, so then the next move is this is the death move. So you've already set up the death move. It's around you, and now you're trying to save it. Good athlete, you're working your knickers off to get it on plane, still way off plane, and then you stop it there, which is okay, but you had to work so hard. Plus you have momentum. Oops. You have momentum of the club head going this direction, and your hands going that direction, and look what happens. You dump it over here, and look, he doesn't. He brings it up here, so we're all up here. we're not going to get there, you